Let's face it, about 80% of beef and cheddars are purchased to sop up a dozen Coors Lights and a whole lot of regret. Hi again, my name is Chris, and welcome back to the channel. So up until now, whenever you visited me, you've seen me share some weird or new products available on the market and give it a whole lot of love or the violent hate that it so richly deserves. Well, today we're actually going to mix things up and do things a little bit different because there's some breaking fast food news that I need to comment about. And that's the release of Arby's Crinkle Fry or Curly Fry Vodka, available tomorrow, November 18th, exclusively available at arbysvodka.com. Yeah, you heard me right. Arby's is getting sloshed and doing it with their signature fries. So the first thing I want to talk about is the website. Visiting arbysvodka.com requires ID by entering your date of birth, which, as we know, is the securest and most unbreakable protection against underage viewers. Kids under 21 have spent decades being blocked by these advanced securities, so it pleases me to see that Arby's has gone with the #1 protection to ensure that underage eyes know their place. Sorry, young person. You can continue to enjoy a refreshing Fanta for now, but do feel free to come back when you're old enough to choose a brand new slew of bad decisions. Now, assuming you're over the age of 21, hey, congratulations, you're in! A countdown timer is displayed, letting you know just how close you are to the very real and somehow not an April Fool's joke release of Arby's own Crinkle Fry or Curly Fry Vodka. Arby's is claiming these are made with the highest quality potatoes, whatever the hell that means. Seriously, how can you tell one potato from another? Other than differing sizes, they're literally clumps of dirt. If I was personally put in a life or death situation and told to choose the freshest potato from a pile of them, I think I'd look for the one with the fewest number of those weird skin tag things that grow on the outside of them. I actually once had a bag of potatoes that sat a little too long, and those things grew into actual vines that pierced through the bag, which isn't easy to do because the paper is double layered. It was freaking me out. They looked like hentai tentacles, so I threw the potatoes in the trash before they met a disturbed Japanese animator and got some wild and creepy ideas. But let's bring this back to Arby's. The Curly Fry batch is said to be distilled with cayenne, paprika, onion, and garlic, and preserves the distinguished and authentic flavor profile of a traditional Arby's Curly Fry. The Crinkle Fry version, on the other hand, is listed as a subtle tribute to its namesake, made with real kosher salt and sugar to honor the rich tradition of salted potato shapes. You know what? That Crinkle Fry description is downright diabolical and wrong. When I think of crinkle fries, I think of something that hasn't been deep fried nearly long enough, so the exterior winds up going limper than Russell Westbrook's game when they need him the most. And please don't get me started on the flavor. Rich tradition? They taste like freezer burn. I don't even know why they're back on the Arby's menu to start with. There was not a single person who was asking for those above the Curly Fry. Now, the marketing team has made it clear that this is some really high quality stuff, which is actually literally the antithesis to what makes Arby's Arby's. This is like if McDonald's was running a limited time offer for a porterhouse steak with a side of glazed mushrooms and homemade garlic mashed potatoes, with peel-off Monopoly stickers on the side of the plate. Yeah, I'd like my steak medium rare. Oh, and by the way, I want a free cheeseburger. This whole concept is completely off the wall, which is why it's gone viral, and in today's age of trying to be the loudest, most obnoxious brand on the internet, I'm actually going to applaud them for this move. While I have absolutely no idea who the product is meant for, because nobody wants Arby's before the night of heavy drinking, let's face it, about 80% of beef and cheddars are purchased to sop up a dozen Coors Lights and a whole lot of regret. However, what this product does do is it generates enough of that WTF factor to sell out their limited release and generate a little bit of restaurant buzz in the process. In fact, Arby's should completely lean in this new direction and go all the way. They should change their slogan from "We got the meats" to "Arby's. Why not?" So if you're in the States and in one of the places carrying it, are you willing to break out the big bucks for this viral treat? If you have tried it or are planning to try it, I kind of want to hear all about it. If I'm completely wrong, share your thoughts. Maybe this is the vodka we've needed all along, and instead of seeing a sea of plastic red cups after a Frosh Week party, you'll be pounding your French fry flavored Caesars in one of these instead. And should this lead to questionable decisions that bring you the birth of your first child in your sophomore year of college, when it comes to naming that kid, hey, I'm thinking Arby's. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.